the next project has started. This plenum chamber did fit on those throttle bodies down here, and the turbocharger here fed up and into the plenum chamber. Now, when I've been running about 1 bar boost, 0.9 to 1 bar, the charge air temp's going to about 100 degrees C after a little while. So definitely a problem. Less volumetrically efficient, more prone to detonation, all sorts of bad things. So what I've decided is to make an intercooler using this core, which initially was going to fit over top of the plenum. So the idea was the turbo was going to feed straight into the bottom on this side, half of it, go up over the top and down this side into the plenum. Now there was going to be a gap of about 30 millimeters, which is enough to put a flange on this and to build a chamber on this with another flange matching this one and just bolt the two together. Yeah, quite a bit of work and pretty damn ugly in the end. So the plan now is to build the plenum onto the bottom of this, complete with the spigots, these things that fit directly into there. So the plenum will become part of the intercooler. Much better system. Whole pile of fabrication, but a much better system in my view. One downside I can see is my TIG welding is going to have to get a lot better when I'm welding the tank onto here, and the plenum across the top to join the left side to the right side, and also this bit here. Funnily enough, this tube, which I've rolled up out of a bit of 2mm, which came out not too bad I reckon, will feed from the turbocharger into a plenum on the left. So it looks quite small, but this is actually the size of the turbocharger outlet, so 27 millimeters or something like that. We've given it I've given it a 4-degree included taper, just because a friend who knows about these things has suggested that's probably a good thing to do, just for flow, and since I'm making it, why not? So first chore of the day is to make this square chunk of aluminium round, hence the tapered hole going to be made in the end, which will have a center put in it, and I'll change the 3-jaw over to the 4-jaw and fit that to the lathe using a live center in the end, and make the square bit round, which will be the next part of this video. I've made the spigots, as you can see, they didn't come out too bad. This one's pushed that way a little bit, this one's pushed that way a little bit because of the fuel hoses on each side. The fuel hoses are flexible, so they can be moved out of the way. They came out all right in my opinion. Parallel at this end and a 1-degree taper at this end, just because for no other reason than I could. So these two will fit about here on this, and it'll just plug into there hopefully. Yes, I just got to get around to making a plate to hold these two spigots, and then from that I will build the front, back and sides up to hold the intercooler. So I'll make all the tanks to mount on the intercooler, and then once I've got them all made, then I will mount them up on the actual intercooler, on the core itself. So anyway, that's what I'm up to.